Have you ever hit a PR on bench, but ended up with a burning bicep tendon at the end? Or maybe you skipped a few leg days and you decided to throw a few plates up on the squat rack and see where you're at. Did your adductors feel like they were about to snap afterwards? Listen, I've been there. But both of these things can be avoided by a proper warm-up. So if this is you, stay tuned to today's video and figure out the benefits of warm-ups for yourself. In general, the benefits of warming up include preparing the body for exercise, improved muscle performance, improved flexibility, and reduced fatigue following conclusion of exercise. Now, each tissue also has benefits from warming up. If we take a look at the cardiovascular system and the blood vessels, they widen to produce more blood flow and thus more nutrient flow for our muscles. And that drives our improved muscle performance. If we look at the cellular level, simply increasing the body's temperature allows for more cellular processes to happen at greater pace. If we look at the skeletal tissue and the joints, these become more fluid and more flexible, hopefully decreasing risk of injury. Our nervous tissue also has adaptations. The nerves fire faster, again facilitating greater muscle performance and allowing the body to integrate sensory and motor integrations into one. The nerves also benefit from warming up, as this again facilitates greater muscle performance from greater recruitment from those nerves. There are also higher level neural benefits that have to do with creating the ritual around working out and warming up. Take, for example, your softball or baseball players, right? We all know they do their ritual before they swing the bat, and that helps them perform in high stress situations. Take, for another example, you have your best player on your team. They don't just show up for the last 5 minutes of the game and catch the game-winning touchdown or score the game-winning points. They warm up, prepare, maybe they have a meditation that they do. There's a ritual around the warm-up and around the preparation that allows them to perform in these high-stress scenarios. We should also take this into our workouts so that we can optimize our performance. Maybe we won't be high-level athletes, but at least we'll be getting the most out of ourselves. Each one of the tissue-specific benefits can be tied to one of my 3 phases of a proper warm-up. We have the cardiovascular phase, we have the flexibility phase, and we have the movement specific phase. The cardio phase looks like large muscle group repetitive movements. So for those of you that don't have a cardio machine at home, this looks like squats or lunges for the lower body, push-ups, or my favorite is crawls for the upper body. And what that does is that fires our nerves, it gets the heart rate up, and allows these tissue-specific adaptations to begin. Now, as we perfuse the joints, we also get into our flexibility phase. But we tend to have some areas of our body, like our hips, our ankles, and our backs, that are stiff. And we need to use some targeted rehab exercises to address those so that we can optimize the performance. Finally, we have the specific movement phase. And this is important because we want to make sure that we target the biggest movement and do it as a lighter load and make sure that it feels good before we jump in and start loading that. So let's take, for example, we have a barbell squat. We're gonna load that with a bar on our back, but that also can be limited by our spine. Maybe our spine can't move, maybe our hips aren't moving quite as well, and maybe our ankles are also limited. So we want to try a body weight version and see if that feels okay. We're able to make depth, we're able to do that movement with the correct form, and if we're not, then we need to go back to the flexibility phase and address some of these ideas that might help us improve our performance, feel better during, and ultimately have a much better outcome from our exercise. If you want to optimize your performance in the gym, or you're just finding that you're always seeming to be hurt after you work out, warm-ups are the key to your success. You can't get big, tone, strong, or fast if you're always hurt. You've got to be warming up before every workout and every recreational fitness thing that you do, whether it's sports or something else. If you found the information in this video useful, leave a like, drop a comment down below if you have any questions, and if you're new here, subscribe and enable those notifications so you never miss another exercise optimization video.